shiver climb. Oh, the clock strikes terror. Right on time. It's Friday night, mama. Friday night lives. Talking horror and drama. It's Friday night, mama. Oh, yeah, Friday night lives. Friday night lives.
Welcome, everyone, to a very special edition of Friday Night Lives. I am Uncle Bill. Beneath me is the man with no boundaries whatsoever. It's Rambo Raph. And to the right of me is the man with no name, Stuntman Mark. How you guys doing, man?
Doing good until I heard about Chuck Russell.
This was like just recent too, like a couple of hours before, the show and everything. And yeah, he's probably one of the best kind of unknown directors. I don't know if you want to say unknown, but like he's not like John Carpenter, Toby Hooper, Wes Craven famous or anything like that. But for the films that he's made, man, there are very few people that have made as many kind of quality horror films as he has. So it's a sad day for sure.
Yeah, for a guy that made so little filmography, he had a pretty good batting average, at least for the, I would say, first 2/3 of his career was
Definitely
mostly all winners.
Yeah.
I figure like we should probably go through his filmography and talk about it. And, it's kind of a shock still this day or still at this time, like, because it just happened. Like,
Yeah.
But
did they say what it was from?
I didn't hear anything about cause of death or anything like that.
All I saw was that they said it was unexpected. And I think his official date that he passed away was the 22nd. So I guess the family must have just went public today with his passing.
Yeah. He's another guy too that kind of like Bob Clark that had an array of different genres of films that he did too. He wasn't just like a horror film director.
Yeah. Did some notable action as well. I mean, even The Mask has its moments of that, but it's mostly adventure. He would collaborate a lot with Frank Darabont, but yeah, we'll get into all that a little later, I guess.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Hold on. Listen. Just listen real quick. I don't know if you can hear that, but somebody's playing like Holla Back Girl at like top volume in the other room.
Yeah. I thought we were listening to your dog's bark or something.
No, that's always a fun surprise when that happens. Hold on one second.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell for a second there because I could hear his dog's barking and then my dog is upstairs.
What is
barking.
hollow? What do you say? Backdoor?
I think he said holla back girl.
Oh, holler back girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while he's away, hello there to the chat. Hope everyone's having a good Friday night so far, regardless of the bad news. Later on, we'll be talking about other news parts, the Friday 13th Part 7, that whole thing, the news, supposedly by some idiot. We'll get to that, but why I'm calling him that. But the Watchers getting a Blu-ray finally. Real quick, like RoboCop is in the TV show, Prime 8-episode Prime Video show produced by James Wan because we needed that. Resident Evil had another new shitty trailer, and Simps are scooping up for it if you make fun of it. So that trailer was dog shit yet again.
Come on, where's the positivity? What happened to Positive Pit? Remember?
I don't want to be positive because you're HIV positive. So that's where positive goes wrong. If you're HIV positive,
Gimmick died after one episode.
Positive is overrated.
Is Mark HIV positive?
Yes, he's black.
College. Yeah, that's yeah. There you go.
Like Magic Johnson.
The fuck?
He got HIV, right?
Does he?
Yeah, are you kidding, Mark?
I'm kidding, of course.
You don't know who Magic Johnson is.
I don't know. Is he alive?
Yeah,
he's still alive, isn't
he? Yeah, he got under control.
Money was the cure. What the fuck was I talking about before Hollaback came on?
Chuck Russell. We were talking about how looking at his filmography and him being a director that had a variety of genres, and you were kind of starting to get into that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, like Bob Clark, like he didn't just do, horror films, although he did really great horror films when he did. Like he did action, he did comedy, he did drama and stuff like that. So, and the weird thing is, like, at least early on, they're all equally as good too.
Yeah.
For a while there, just back to back. I mean, he had so many hits and memorable films.
Why is Jamar like so fucking like he'll ask you the weirdest questions every week?
I love it.
I don't know.
Come on, Mark, you're more open-minded. Billy Joel.
Don't have a favorite.
Songs you like.
Don't have a favorite. He said, "What's your favorite?" So I don't have a favorite.
You don't like Piano Man?
It's not my favorite.
Well, okay, what's a favorite?
I don't have one. I just told you.
What's one you like?
Well, that's not the question now, is it, Matt?
Oh, I'm asking it then.
You didn't pay $2.
Well, I'm asking for him. What's a Billy Joel film you like? Is that fucking bad? Algebra. It's an easy question, Mark. What's a Billy Joel song you like?
Piano Man.
It's Uptown Girl. That's his favorite. Uptown Girl.
Can you name another Billy Joel song?
Who?
Mark.
Me?
Yeah. Because you only said Piano Man because I said it.
Listen, I can name 50 Billy Joel songs right now.
Uptown Girl.
I'm on question Mark.
Uptown Girl. There you go.
He said that too.
So I can't name songs that somebody else said. What of those were my favorite?
No, you can't. Name a Billy Joel song you didn't hear in the past 5 minutes.
Moving Out.
That's a good one.
Okay.
What do you think about that, Rambo? You piece of shit.
Okay, good. Yeah,
that's kind of an obscure one too.
Is that like your guy or something? Your big Billy Joel fan?
That's his guy. If that was, man, that'd be the best thing ever. Rambo was like, I fucking love it.
I'm just getting to answer a question. The world is
I've seen Backrooms. Yeah. I just couldn't take it seriously, man. At the end, when the fucking giant pirate dude came and started eating everybody, I was just kind of checked out at that point. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that too. I just uploaded a review on my channel on it. Yeah, I thought it was good, and then it turned to fucking dog shit.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talk about that ending. Very,
like the first,
very divisive.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just very divisive. I've noticed.
No, like the first hour, I liked the environment,
mm-hmm.
And then the last hour, when it had this 20-minute therapy session about toxic masculinity, where the guy's like, I want to change. Do I have to change? Oh, she said we don't have to change. And then Great Boodly Moodly comes out. Fucking Mr. Pirate Man. I can't, anytime I saw him, I'm like, Great Boodly Moodly. It just.
Giant
football
pirate dude.
mascot. That's scared by a football mascot running around.
At the end of it, did you think that like she got out and then that just like made like a replica of her, or did you think that she was still in there? And the
I
other
think she
thing was
got
like-
out, and then
Okay.
it'll be probably for a sequel or something on whether she works for that organization. Just what the backroom seems to be is whoever goes in there, they take whatever memories or experiences it seeps from them and tries to recreate it in its own image, but it's off. So even like the humans, like the reason that pirate guy, it was the dark id of Chiwetel Ejiofor's Clark character. And so now that's why they have like her book signing up in a section, her apartment, the ruins of her old house, all the stuff it kind of imprinted out of her. They try to recreate its own damaged image. Just that's what I guess the back room seemed to do. And like, these are interesting ideas. It's just I don't think YouTubers know how to tell stories. I think they can create interesting atmosphere. I think they can have good ideas, but I do not maintain that YouTubers know how to tell a story because they've never been to filmmaking school. And the back door, I was going to say the back doors, fucking Bayer. The back rooms.
That's what he's thinking about.
Yeah, the back rooms, I think, had interesting ideas in the first half. I think captured those interesting environments, but I don't. The second hour is when they tried to tell a story, and that's where I think it failed. I get that they try to seep in the Clark character's anger in the therapy at the beginning, but his sudden heel turn, choking bitches, tied him in the dining table. I just didn't buy it. I think it was poorly implemented. I think it was poorly written. Like, you could have that be the culmination, but I think it just kind of came out of nowhere. And if not out of nowhere, it was poorly plotted. I think YouTubers need to take some time to craft storytelling techniques a bit better. That's just me.
So you feel the same way about Obsession?
Yeah. Obsession. Okay, like the first hour of Backrooms I like more than Obsession, but Obsession I think is a better movie. Because I hated the second half. I hated the ending of Backrooms. I think it just ruined the movie.
I think Obsession had a pretty good narrative from beginning to end. Like, I think it like carried out that story to completion pretty well. I did not feel that about
Backrooms.
Yeah, I did not feel that about Backrooms, like at all. I felt like that shit was all over the place. But yeah, I mean, maybe like I haven't really felt like anybody in the past 10 years has been great at storytelling in movies. I keep saying this over and over again, but like the hardest thing for people to do in movies now seems to be like have an ending that actually culminates the film. Like nowadays, it just seems like the ending is just tacked on bullshit that they want to, just have to like end it at some point. They got to figure out something, and they just put whatever out there. That's like 90% of the films that I watch. It's something like that too. So happy birthday to Peter Hyams in 2 days. What are your favorite Peter Hyams films, bulls? I'm just going to tell you right now. I'll name some films off that he's done for everybody. He did Outland. He did Running Scared, Narrow Margin, Stay Tuned, Time Cop, Sudden Death, End of Days. There's a lot of them on there.
And be between those two films, Time Cop or End of Days, those are the ones that I go back to the most. just personal favorites of mine. Grew up on those.
He did the Relic too. I forgot though.
Love that one as well.
Yeah, I would go Time Cop of those.
Those are all good. Those are all good options. It's hard to pick number one favorite. I love Outland a lot. The Arrow video release was pretty cool. I'll pick End of Days. Arnold getting pissed at the devil and cheap assing his ass out a window. What the fuck with me? You fucking choir boy compared to me. Yo, fucking choir boy. Stop being a pussy. It's just a scratch. So I'll say End of Days.
All right, let's see. Another one. The only films in Chuck Russell's filmography I've seen are The Mask, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and Back to School. The last two
he
he
only
only
produced.
produced.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely need to see, well, Elm Street 3 and The Blob. Definitely. I think you'll like those, Sean. We'll be talking about it when we do it. But yeah, this film, I think you'll like this one, Sean. Definitely give this a look from 1988.
Yeah.
Yep, Glenn Harris. I did like Crystal One over Dark Knight. Tough titty. Yeah, I stand by what I said. I like Karen Allen. Tough. Actually, Uncle Bill just reviewed Falling Down because he had was it Arrow Video Blu-ray 4K, I believe, the release.
Yeah. Arrow just did the 4K.
I haven't seen Gorillas in the Mist, but Falling Down is a really good film because on one hand, there's a lot of stuff you can relate to the character of Michael Douglas, where a lot of his frustrations, some of them are funny, like the fast food bit. Some of them are understandable, like the whole construction workers seem to be never working. That's any time you go. But at the same time, it gives you a catch-22 because I'll speak for myself. I relate to him so much, but then when you find out he is the bad guy, it gives you a bit of pause. And that's the thing is, while you can relate to the guy, while you can understand the guy's frustration, you cannot go over that line. Everybody has a line. You can have all the frustration in the world, but you can't be. If you're that far gone, then yes, you are the bad guy. And there's no more excuses to be had. And,
It is weird though, isn't it? Like how some of it was like obviously the people were bad, and then
Yeah.
some of it was like just like just like the breakfast scene and shit. It's like just really like mild stuff, and he pulls out a gun. So it's like,
but we've all had that kind of frustration.
Yeah.
That's what's so great about it. It walks a fine line of like him doing the wrong thing versus the right thing. And you again, we've all been there. The traffic, like you mentioned, and
just coming from Eastern Kentucky, though, I loved it when he did the thing about like, I want you to admit that there's nothing wrong with this road.
Yeah, I think about that often when I see construction.
Yeah. Because literally, there's a highway up here that like they've been working on it for 10 years and they've never finished it. Like, and it's just like, dude, at some point you got to say there's nothing wrong going on.
They're still working on it now?
Do what?
Are they still working on the road now?
Yeah. Every time I go up there, like it's still in progress. Yeah.
Do they have any excuses to why it's taken 10 years?
I've never stopped and asked anybody, but it's just like, it's always there. Like the construction is always there.
Take a bazooka up there.
I'm sure that'd go over well. Falling Down seems like the movie Uwe Boll would want to make, but would never be talented enough to make. And Joel Schumacher, despite him doing those Batman films, he was a pretty good filmmaker and other stuff. 8mm, even Flatliners I liked, Phone Booth, etc.
The
Lost Boys.
Client. Thought The Client was somewhat underrated. That's a fun movie. I like it for what it is.
Let's see. The Dentist too. Yeah, Falling Down's like one of my favorite movies that's come out. So of that time period, what was that like 93, I think?
Yeah.
How were the features on the Arrow release?
Shit, I had it over here somewhere. They seemed okay, but I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, did you see Falling Down? And this is for people in the chat who saw Falling Down. Did anyone in the chat ever see it in the theater? How did you first see it, Mark? Falling Down, was it cable or?
Yeah, cable. Oh my god, I was so little when that came out. But yeah, cable was my first viewing of it. Always liked it, even though some of the, I guess, themes of it I probably didn't pick up on like until I got a little bit older. But even on its surface, it's just kind of a cool premise. Because you could still tell, even if you're a young kid, like he's like, fuck everything. I'm fed up with everything. I'm just gonna take this bag of guns and just do whatever I want. So I always enjoyed that aspect of it. But like I said, we can always pick it apart. I mean, I wouldn't say there's really any flaws to it now that I think about it. I mean, I think Duvall is really good in it.
Yeah, defense.
Yeah. Douglas steals the show, as he should, as the lead. A lot of really solid supporting characters and the performances, like the Nazi guy in the store that he comes in contact with. So yeah, a lot of that stuff stands out, even though they're like smaller bit parts of the movie. They still stand out. It's memorable.
And if you watch that, it's sadly relevant today.
Yeah, some things never change. I think that film will probably always hold up, more than likely. I don't ever see it like not being something that works. It's kind of timeless in that manner.
Do you see there's a lot of people now, like they're identifying more with the Michael Douglas character, which is a bit weird. It's like, again, you get to a point, but you do realize he was still the bad guy, right? But it's like more people are kind of using him as like not an icon, but use him like as a figurehead almost in today's age. There's like a segment of people.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. You, like I was mentioning a minute ago, identifying with his just him being fed up. I mean, the workforce and like the way capitalism is in this country. Like, I mean, there's so many things about it that will be relatable just due to the workforce aspect of it. Because if I remember correctly, he was still pretending to go to work every day, sort of biding his time and not really having any sense of direction and just going through the motions. And even people that still have a job probably go through the motions anyway. You know what I mean? They just do what they have to do. Regardless if their entire life is like falling down around them, which is kind of a great double entendre for that film.
But do you think there could be people that may use that character in kind of a way that's a bit sketchy, where they maybe take the wrong lessons from him or that movie?
I think you could say that for quite a few films that have that sort of similar character. Maybe not the same motivations as his character, but yeah, I think people would. There's definitely a chance. I mean, I'm sure there was probably some guy somewhere that probably did that, and we just never heard about it. Maybe it didn't make the news.
Oh yeah.
But
What was like? What was the? It's a different movie, but different thing. But like, what was that guy that took the tank and went through the damn neighborhood with the tank?
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Was
yeah.
that in the 90s as well?
I think so.
He just took a tank and rolled right through the neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I try to remember how the hell did he get a tank?
I don't even remember. I'd have to look it up.
So, but yeah, a lot of people in the chat are like they like the film as well. Yeah, the economy and layoffs. Oh, like Xbox laying off people. Comment today exactly. So nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Well, while Uncle Bill is gone for a bit, me and you can talk about. I know you didn't see the trailer, but the new Resident Evil trailer came out for people in the chat. You let us know whether you give a shit, care, don't care. But pretty much it was what you saw in the teaser, Mark, but then it's getting more just a lot of unfunny jokes from the lead character about, hey, I got this thing here. Anyone want it? It's maybe for 7, about the organs and stuff. And I guess it does take place present day. They finally made up their mind, even though they said 1998. I guess the director went out and said it takes place current day. So that's why there's smartphones and stuff. Which is weird because then before he said it's taking place around Resident Evil 2. So it's like he can't make up his mind. He's an idiot.
Did he mean just like the story beats of it and not the actual time period of the film?
No, he said in an interview it's a present day movie.
Okay.
So I guess he made up his mind now. And it just looks like shit. It looks like nothing like the game. And then if you say that, people get mad at you.
Yeah,
we want them to eat plants to get their health back. Yeah, exactly what I said. Yeah, I do want that, sure.
Yeah, I don't think you need to be 100% through and through faithful to the film and make your own like adaptation in that way. I think you could hit enough story beats to make it close enough. I'm fine with that. Not everything is going to translate.
But see, mostly zombie, I disagree. To me, it looks nothing like Resident Evil. If you watch the trailer to the first 2002 movie, that looked Resident Evil more than this does. You had the lab, you had the monsters, all that stuff. This looked like, if you called it Tactical fucking Terror, just some generic title, it'd be the same movie. It's just some dweeb, dorky, dipshit, dumbass going to a fucking farmhouse in the snow, and it takes 5 minutes to load a double barrel shotgun. He can't load up 2 fucking shotgun shells. He's an idiot. Because the truth was, this was a monster movie script he had. They paid him money, put fucking name on it, and then he changed it. So fuck him. Zigzag crapper. Fuck him. His movie sucked too.
You didn't like weapons? Come on.
Neither did you.
Well, we're asking for your opinion here.
Fuck that movie. No, it can eat my ass, movie Eddie. I won't eat my words. The movie can eat my ass. Zigzag crapper is what my name for him is. Fuck him.
I'm assuming you're all talking about Resident Evil now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured we'd talk about that real quick while you were gone. Get out of my system.
Oh, God. So what was the deal with that? Like, I haven't seen anything about it.
What
with the new Resident Evil?
Oh, no, it's just there's a new trailer. It's pretty much the same other than you see more of the main character, and he's one of these dorky dweeby guys that makes a lot of jokes. Because a lot of people now have to make a lot of jokes like it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
You wait till you see that fucking He-Man movie.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Anyway. So let's talk about a couple of things before we get to Chuck Russell. I guess one of the biggest stories that came out. I don't even know if this is a story, to be honest. I feel like this is one of those stories that you'll turn around and figure out it wasn't really a story. Like, but this is what they reported, so I don't know. The Friday the 13th Part 7 footage. So apparently, like, and this has been talked about forever, right? That there was a work print or an unedited print. How the fuck do I get that off there? God damn it, go away. Okay. There's a work print or an unedited print of a lot of the gore scenes, and that uncut version existed. And I think even didn't Beekler even say it didn't at one time or another?
I can't remember that.
I think he did. But anyway, supposedly collectors or some collector has found.
Yeah, he had a couple VHS tapes that supposedly somehow he got from Fred Mullen, the composer, that he had. And he made a Reddit post that it had uncut scenes, alternate scenes, longer version of the film, again, and on VHS quality. And there's the VHS tapes picture. And then, funny enough, he deleted the Reddit post like a day or two after. Gee, I wonder why.
So
But then,
first of
then
all,
he says, "Well, I can't ever release
can't show
these
it. Yeah.
because." Then I'm like, then why the fuck did you say in the first place, you fucking idiot?
Cock tease.
Yeah,
There's
that's right.
something-
Yeah, he's a cock tease. I think I
there's
called him that.
something
Blue
very
ball
odd
cock
about
tease.
this whole thing.
It's like, look at my dick. I can't use it, but look at my dick.
It says, unfortunately, I had to sign an agreement when I purchased these tapes to not publicly screen their contents, as Paramount is very litigious. Fred may have been supposed. Who the fuck writes like that? Fred may have been supposed to return them way back in the day. Okay. Yeah. And those look like tapes I had when I was about 7 years old, by the way, which makes sense. Like the Polaroid
Yeah.
Yeah.
VHS tape. So, okay, let's assume that this is true, just for the sake of like, making this a story. Let's assume he has this, and he's got like these uncut gore scenes that everybody's been talking about forever, and all of these alternate takes and stuff like that. What do you think they'll do or he'll do with it?
Nothing.
See,
Well, he says nothing
keep
because he says he can't show him.
Not even just because of that. Just because, like, I want to say maybe like 2 to 3 years ago, maybe a little bit longer at this point, I can't remember. The Return of the Living Dead Part 3 work print was found. VHS, same kind of scenario. They found more uncut footage, and that was never released. Nothing ever came of it. I think it'll be the same situation here. And if it's a tape that was supposed to be returned, I really don't think that Paramount is going to allow him to sell it to a boutique label or anything like that. And even if they did, it's never going to look good. There's a whole bunch of technical limitations that prevent it from looking like anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this sort of happened with what was that? The Burbs. But again, that was Joe Dante kept a work print version, a longer cut of the film. He was supposed to return it to the studio, but never did. They ended up at least putting that work print footage on one of those Arrow Video Blu-rays. And more than likely, they got licensing to do so. But with this, I mean, Beekler's no longer alive. So do you really want to go back and try to edit and touch up and change this and that to his final cut of the movie. I mean, I know that's not the cut he wanted because of the MPAA, but still, it just
Could they even fix that to where it looked remotely?
no.
I
you
wouldn't
can't.
think so.
Because so this is a tape where if you were to the maximum lines on a VHS tape is 240 vertical lines. The digital equivalent would be roughly 333 by 240. So you're talking about trying to upscale something from that low of quality. It's never going to look good. And even if, let's say, they released a version of it on VHS, maybe it's still going to be limited because the source is bad. We're talking about a work print. People need to understand that. I know people want to see it, and look, I'm all for it coming out if it does, but I know it's not going to look good.
Right.
People need to remember it's a work print, so it's a dub of a dub.
And
chances are
to jump on that, technically, you can find right now a work print of Friday 7 because I have a fan cut that's that looking like a VHS, like it's got the lines in it and stuff. That's the rough quality you're talking about. But technically, you can find that right now. It'd be the same or worse quality than that.
Mm-hmm. I figured somebody would bring that up. My Bloody Valentine, yes, that was restored because the original film elements were found. That they found the actual 35 cut
and that's
footage.
what you need.
That's what you'd need, exactly, so that it looks at least halfway decent. And I think Lionsgate did the original uncut DVD and it didn't look great, but then Scream Factory did it later, and then they were able to get the elements and make it look better. But even George Mihalka said that, like, that's still not even all the footage that was cut from My Bloody Valentine. It's still missing about six minutes or so.
Did they say why the Return of the Living Dead 3 never came out?
No, but I would assume it's the same thing here, is that no studio or boutique companies, like, they're not going to pay to have that done. Mm-hmm. Again, it's the work print, obviously bad quality. We've established that, but you're talking about possible missing audio as well, because missing sound effects, background noise, as well as the time code thing that's burned into the image. Like that, who wants to watch the uncut version of the movie with the timestamp thing at the bottom?
I will say one thing is that there are fans that I'm sure would work on that. Like, I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong. I know this is a different thing, so it's not the same thing. When Friday the 13th Part 2 cut footage was out there, did that have sound effects in it?
See, I don't remember.
Because I didn't think it did, but then I got like a fan cut where someone was able to put like sound effects into it to make it look seamless.
You could do that. You definitely could, but it depends on like what kind of cut this is. Like, is it fully uncut to where like we have scenes that go on longer than what they did in the original movie? Then you're going to have to probably end up using AI to fill in the blanks.
That's what I was going to ask. Could someone take that, and it would take work and a lot of editing of prompts? Could you AI this? It would not be a fast process, but with a long enough process. And there are people that will take fucking years on something just for the fun of it. Could someone AI repeated prompts? It doesn't work. They try it again, step by step, minute by minute. And
that's what I was thinking. Like that. I mean, that was the only thing I thought was, with technology the way that it is now with AI, could they not like figure out a way to do that?
The only thing the best case scenario is for them to do the digitization standard, which would be like a 480i output file. Then they would have to go in and try to remove the time code thing at the bottom. And then if they did that, because I know most people would want that gone, you would have to do that frame by frame to remove that. And then you'd have a blurry mess. Or if the best case scenario out of removing that with AI, you would have to have that run, and there would be a lot of interpolation there where the AI would guess what's supposed to be underneath that time code stamp. So they could do something like that. But again, that's a lot of work. The biggest issue is that the resolution remains really, really low. Now, if it's a first generation copy, of the work print, that's even better, but it's still not going to look great. It will lack some of like that audio noise, like how there's tapes that are recorded off TV where it's like that hiss in the background. It wouldn't have that. You'd have some better contrast. The edges would look sharper and cleaner. Better stable tracking. The colors wouldn't bleed as badly on like copy of a copy dubs. So the color gradients would be decent. But still, you have a format cap. There's still a VHS like glass ceiling for the resolution.
Yeah. But I guess it goes back to my point of when nothing can be done with this, what's the point of even telling people? I mean,
I guess he just wanted to like be like, I got this, motherfucker.
I
mean,
guess
It
so.
seems like, yeah.
But he must have gotten some cease and desist. Again, assuming this is all true. Because why else would he take the
Yeah,
Reddit
I
post
mean,
out?
exactly. Like he could have just completely made this up out of his ass, like for all we know. But it's interesting to think, like, if it was true, showing off. Yeah.
See, that's why I think if he was making this up, he would have left it on like for a week, not like a day.
Yeah, it's nearly impossible for anybody now to have anything and not want to put it on the internet. So
Yeah.
this is the first thing you want to do.
Maybe goblins. I don't know. I mean, the time codes would bother me. I'm just being honest. It would. You could crop the image, but if you do, then you would zoom past, and you're already talking about a blurry image. So,
what I did, like, on a side note, I'm a big fan of Hard Target, so that has time codes on it. So what I did when I did a fan cut, I just put like a fake bar on top, so it was a little bit lower to cover the time code. So it didn't block any images, but you didn't see the time code. So it's like part of the widescreen. I just made it. So I don't know if someone wanted to do that. So, but again, when you can't do anything with it, this is all pointless. So it's just a blue ball and cotties at the end of the day. Like, it doesn't matter on anything. It's just the guy's like, look what I got.
You imagine the dude just being at home like, I'm watching the Friday the 13th work printed VHS just all day long. Look at
He
me.
gets a phone call from Fred. The fuck you doing? Don't get me arrested.
He probably did. I ain't stupid. But on a more positive note of something that will actually probably be coming out for sure, this biddy got announced from Toy Robot, which is a subsidiary of Arrow. This is Cliff McMillan's branch, and a lot of people have been waiting, including me, have been waiting on this forever to come out on something besides DVD. I've got the DVD from Anchor Bay, the 2 double feature with Watchers 1 and 2. But like, it doesn't look great. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, so it was actually really cool to hear that this is coming out. It's up for pre-order now on pretty much every site as well.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the film. The second one came out that was like one of the last ones I bought from Stream Factory was Watchers 2, and now that's out of print. For the longest time, I wonder, I would be curious to hear the story on how they finally found the rights to Watchers, because that was such a long battle, it seemed. And it does have interviews with Michael Ironside and the actresses and the director of the film, which is cool. It's got some features. And there were HD versions you could watch online, but it's nice to have that on a proper disc. So this is a film I watch a lot as a kid. And it's great that it's finally got released. But again, I'd be curious to be like, who owned the rights and how did you get it finally?
Well, we might be able to finally get that story. I mean, because I know Slippy knows those guys. So it would be interesting to like ask him about it.
Yeah.
So it always was a rights issue. It wasn't a
I'm only assuming. That's what I mean. I like to know the story. Because I'll try to think what else would have been, because it seemed like other people wanted to put Watchers out. That's what it seemed like.
We asked him about it. I just forever ago on one of those shows because those they'd have those shows and everybody would just put shit in that they
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah,
to know. And that was one that kept coming up over and over and over again. I do
Well-
think it was a rights issue, but I can't remember exactly what he said.
I'm just curious because like a film like that, them not doing a 4K release of it, usually what happens if they opt for Blu-ray instead, it's because they can't find the original camera negative most times, and they'll just go from an inner positive or something, or they'll have like maybe an existing HD master or something, and they use that. But it's just a little weird that they didn't go for 4K. But I'm just glad to see it come out.
Was that the case? Because they also did it for Guyver Dark Hero.
Same,
That's
yeah,
a Blu-ray,
same
right?
scenario. The original camera negative for that has never been found. It's considered
that's
lost.
the case with this then.
Yeah, I think that they're working from an inner positive scan of for Guyver 2.
Yeah.
So interesting though. They've got a new interview with the director, new interview with Michael Ironside, new interview with the actress, new interview with Barbara Williams and Layla Sloatman. But they don't say anything about the transfer, so you may be right, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably
Usually they would
what it
have
is.
something in there about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the two actresses, one played the mom, one played the girlfriend.
Yeah.
I always
But
like how
anyway,
he shot the monster in that. Like how you don't really see it.
Yeah.
You see just enough. And
Well, it's a good thing because when you do see it, it's not that good.
yeah.
As
Yeah,
much as I
that's
love
true.
the film, it's not they do have a monster, but
Yeah. Somebody said it was sold out on Amazon.
Wow.
It's on Diabolic. I know it's on Diabolic because I looked earlier today, and then it's on MVD Shop. It'll probably be on Orbit too. I wouldn't freak out or anything.
For sure.
But that's actually not a bad price, man. As Blu-rays and these special editions and shit go nowadays, like $22 is actually like pretty low for that.
Yeah.
Especially considering that they could have like charged whatever they wanted, and there's a lot of people that would have bought it because it's been out of print for
yeah, if this was Stream Factory, it'd be 40 or 30.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited about that one. I always love that movie.
Yeah.
Corey
That's a
Haim,
good one.
he had a couple of movies that like from around that era that I still really, really like. Fast Getaway is another one that I really like. This is when he's getting like a little bit older and like into his drug years and things like that, the beginning of the drug years. But he still had some good films like right at the start of that. Like now as it went on, it kind of slowly.
Immortal Nightmare Watchers 2 did get a Blu-ray. I have it. Stream Factory released it.
Yep.
Sadly, though, I think it's out of print.
I remember talking about it.
What about 3 and 4?
Huh?
What about 3 and 4? What do you guys think of those?
Fuck Watchers.
We never talk about them.
Fuck. There's a reason we never talk about that shit.
3, I mean, I like Wayne's Hauser. I could watch it as like a low tier Predator ripoff just because of Wayne's Hauser. The 4th is inexcusably bad.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill is confused in that movie. He just,
to say the least, yeah.
I'm glad this finally got released. It deserved it. It's been a long time. Sad that Corey Haim's not around. Would love to have heard him.
Yeah, definitely
talk about it. So
you know what else they released though too, and I thought this was fucking weird. I'm not even sure if it's on here. They also released Trick or Treat. I was like, what? I was like, what? It's kind of confusing to me, like why they would release that again so quickly after the Red Shirt one came out.
I think I saw some people online say that it's a UK release.
Oh,
like that they were saying they were happy that it's coming out again because somebody asked that question, like why are they re-releasing it? But it's for the UK.
So that's why it's not on this page. Probably,
possibly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Talking
everyone's
to-
saying UK. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
talking to Slippy about that too, and it was pretty funny actually. The artwork for the new Trick or Treat release is not good. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, it leaves.
It's a weird choice. I'll say that.
desired. Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, let's see. Let's try.
Yeah. Some people were saying it's expensive to import the red shirt pictures one.
Mm.
It's a little more pricey because it's already somewhat of a pricey release.
yeah, makes
So
sense.
check this out. I don't know why this looks just bad.
Yeah, that looks like a Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
It does. Like, I'm not
It's
sure what it is about that
inside as
image.
Sega Genesis cartridge.
You're right. It
Yes.
does look exactly like a Sage's game from like, yeah. But you know, $31 is pretty cheap for that too. 4K.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Immortal Nightmare, Sally. The reasons that expensive eBay is it went out of print.
Yep. Yeah. It went out of print pretty quick too, from what I remember. Manhunt. I don't know what the hell that is, but that's another one they
Don't know.
released. It's got Ken Takakuri.
Okay.
It's one of Mark's favorite actors.
Oh, yeah. It's a day one purchase.
Let's see if they've got. They're bound to have that. Yeah, there's Watchers. It's $23 here.
Yeah, and like you said,
Yeah.
Orbit will have it.
Yeah, they'll all have it eventually. Like that was the first place I checked this morning because if they had it on Orbit, I was just going to go ahead and buy it, but they didn't have it up yet. But they will. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not going to miss that.
Cool, Bill. I hope you pre-ordered that Manhunter release down there.
Yeah, I fucking sure.
I like the film,
I
and
kn-
I wouldn't because apparently they screwed it up. They did.
I've got a coffee table over here that's got a leg that's kind of wobbly. I was going to put it up underneath that. Fucking man.
You need to work on your car. You'll prop it up with the movie.
Michael Mann's an asshole.
He's definitely an asshole. Get into his
Manhunter's
movies,
a
but-
good movie, and he wants to George Lucas it up. What an idiot!
What did he do? I'm curious. So he digitized.
He changed dialogue. He took out dialogue. He changed the color timing of it. That's why there's a bit of a hubbub about Manhunter 4K because he changed it. And honestly, it seems like it's better to keep the Blu-ray.
No, he did the Exorcist thing.
Yeah,
Basically.
he like took dialogue out. He added stuff in. The color timing, like the color scheme, is off. He messed around for some reason.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, at least there are going to be other versions of it out there. Like with The Exorcist, it's far worse because I know a lot of people really hate that purple and blue lighting in the last sequence. And that's on like every version of the movie now. All you have is really that older DVD from like 97 that's like the natural version.
Okay. If directors want to do that, I understand your film, then give the option of an unaltered version.
Exactly.
That's it. That's what George Lucas needed to do.
Oh God, did he really say this? He said it had unfortunate dialogue.
Yeah.
Man, look. If there's one thing in this world that I can't stand when it comes to movies, it's when people do that shit. Like, 40 years later, they'll come around and be like, oh, this is not very, yeah, motherfucker, because it was made in like the 80s. And that was like what was acceptable then. It's 40 years later. Like, why are you changing it now? Like, if I wanted to see something from then that sounded like shit from now, then I would just watch something from now. But I don't want to watch something from now because everything from now fucking sucks. I want to watch shit from then that sounds like it sounded from then.
I don't even know what Unfortunate Dollar would have been.
I don't either. I was trying to think of something like. I always have to fuck with everything.
It's
a
like,
shame.
you're right though. Like the one thing that's most annoying about this is, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. I'm a good person. I swear. Yeah. Is like, yeah, Bob, I think you're right. Is give somebody an option. Like people that really love these movies have got them like memorized and shit by now too. And it's like, man, they don't want them fucked with. Like they want it to be the movie that they know. They don't want you to go in
Exactly.
there and digitize stuff and like take stuff out of it.
Right.
And who would want that? Like, who is that for? Is it just for the director so they can be like,
It's
hey, I'm
for him. Yeah.
It's like that shit with the French Connection, and then Lucas, and this, and just all
Crocodile
that shit.
Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, it's like, come on. Like, what's weird is are they going back and censoring shit from like from movies from like the 50s and 60s? Because I about guarantee there's a lot of problematic shit in those movies, but you don't hear about that as much. You hear about like 80s films, 70s and 80s films for some reason.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were trying to get away from with like the streaming stuff, is to have like the authentic version of what you saw either in the theater or what you remember as a kid from the VHS and all that. Like, why go in and fuck with it?
Like, who is sitting around and they're like, you know what? I want to see a classic movie from Michael Mann, from the 80s, but I don't want anything offensive in it. I want it to reflect the modern times and, today's current climate. I don't want the actual original movie. Who the fuck would even think that?
Yeah, that's true. They put trigger warnings for films from the 50s and cartoons and such. There was one, was it before Looney Tunes? Trigger warnings? Or Muppets. The Muppets, that's what it was. Because stuff may be culturally offensive in the Muppets.
Yeah, they did that. I talked about this. This was a few years ago when that movie Blink Twice came out. They put like a disclaimer right before the movie starts. It's like a paragraph long of like, hey, this film features this. And I'm like, well, you're giving away the premise of the movie by mentioning all this stuff that's wrong or that people might find offensive.
I want to say real quick to this dude. First of all, Michael Mann sucks dick. Second of all, I'm saying all of that shit is bad. Yeah, it's not. It may not be any. It's not really any different than what all the other directors do, and all the other directors that are doing that are dumb. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
how else to really say that.
I liked some of Michael Mann's movies. I do think what he's doing is dumb, and I'll repeat: if you want to do that, that's fine, but give people the option. Put both cuts on the film. It's what George Lucas should have done when he did his Star Wars thing, and would not have blown up in his face. Just put your stupid version and then the version people actually watch. And then, just give people the option.
We
won't complain.
We were just talking about Guyver too. That's what the director's doing with his movie. He's at least including, well, maybe it's Toy Robot, but either way, there's two versions of the movie you can watch. There's one disc with the regular theatrical and the touched up version.
It's not that hard to figure out for these directors. It's like it's an ego where like they know people don't choose the other and they get mad about that, so they don't have that as an option or something. But maybe that's just me.
How much time do you have, Preston? Do you really want to go this route? Like, I mean, go back and watch. Like, there's a million shows where I talk shit about Michael Mann.
Anything with the teep in it, you can
Look up.
probably look those up on the channel.
Yeah.
Anything with the teep.
Oh God. Anyway, all right. So it's probably time we actually talk about Chuck Russell, a man who, to my knowledge, did not remove anything from his film. So that's good.
Right.
Let's see. So, this is interesting too. He started off 1984 as the writer of Dreamscape. That was his. Let me go ahead and get this off here. Actually, that was his first film.
That's how he met Darabont on that.
Yeah, yeah. Any thoughts about Dreamscape? That's a movie that I probably haven't seen. I don't even know when.
Kind of sucks.
I barely remember that film. Back when I saw it, I didn't mind it, but it's not a film I revisit often. That's for damn sure. It's just kind of there for me. But yeah, I much prefer the actual first film he directed, which is Dream Warriors.
Look here. Dirk says Dreamscape gets slept on.
It should stay asleep. It's
Look, I can't.
It's an interesting idea. I thought films like Inception did that a lot better. Yeah, it's very dated. The effects are very dated. The plot, it moves sluggish in the first half. It tries to do a bit of ambitiousness in the second half, but it just did not have the budget for it. I hate using the word cheesy. It could come off as very cheesy, especially in the effects work. It's a good idea that I just don't think it was done the best. I mean, I think Inception did that a lot better.
You know what's weird? Because I can't remember it, but I was looking on here. Chuck Russell actually started his career working on Hell Night.
Okay.
Which is a great movie, by the way. You talk about a movie that slept on. That's definitely one that slept on too to this day. It's like a slasher film, sorority, fraternity kind of thing. Slasher film with Linda Blair.
That's a fun one.
Very fun.
Yeah. And he wasn't, I don't know what he did on. I think he was just like what did he do on there? Producer? Yeah, he was an executive producer on Hell Night. So that's wild. But yeah. So 84 he does Dreamscape. The next movie, which is the first movie that he actually directs, is widely considered to be the best movie of this series, which is Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Dream Warriors. If you take out the first one, I guess, well, hell, even if you leave the first one in, like a lot of people like Dream Warriors the best.
Not Mark.
Well,
we talked about this before, actually. No, in all sincerity, you prefer the more darker Freddy. You mentioned that.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer the first one, but I do like the concept. I think the third film, for me personally, is the most tolerable of all the comedic versions of Freddy. But yeah, the concept alone, I think, is really cool. The fact that they are, just like the title suggests, Dream Warriors. They go in and fight Freddy. And then bringing it all the way back to Nancy Thompson, like it's really cool too. Comes full circle. I think
the coolest part about that idea too is the idea that you had almost like a superhero group against Freddy. Like that's basically what it was. Which is like a crossover kind of Marvel DC thing almost with, Nightmare on Elm Street attached to it. And that's a really awesome idea. And the fact that it was played like so, and the cinematography in that movie is great still this day. And it's played so kind of like over the top and campy and stuff. And that was really the first movie where they did that. in the franchise, it fits with that aesthetic of what they were doing, I think. Like I love the idea that, you know, one of them is like a wizard, one of them super strong, one of them is blah 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 blah. You know, it's like that was a cool concept for that time. Also, bringing Heather Langenkamp back.
Saxon too.
Yeah, which, you know, bringing them back was something that really wasn't done that much, like around that time. It's done all the time now, but having like legacy characters like at that time, it's not anything that was really like popular. So that was, I remember like kind of like marking out about that when I was a kid.
Yeah, the Nightmare on Elm Street films were the franchise I watched the most as a kid, horror film wise. And I would watch the first three. I would begin watching the next three, but probably stop at 4 and then go out and do something else. But yeah, Dream Warriors. It was a comic book movie. They're a good comic book movie. It was ambitious with the amount of effects, the dream sequences, the death scenes, the guy turned to a puppet being puppeteered throughout the hallways, like you mentioned, the powers, each one having their unique powers based on their backdrop or what they would want, what would they desire. Like the one kid to be able to walk, let alone other things. And you definitely saw even more development of Freddy's personality, even more of his one-liners. Walking prime time, bitch, probably
the most famous of any of them.
Yeah.
Really.
And yeah, likable group of people, including Patricia Arquette, Ken Sagos, and all of them, Jennifer Rubin. If folks remember the original Wes Craven story, do you think they went the better route doing this instead of that?
I've often thought about that several times over because the original script from Craven, and I think it was Bruce Wagner was the other writer on it, was a lot darker, definitely in terms of dialogue, which I kind of liked when I read some of it. It's pretty dark stuff, but
wasn't it more about the kids ending their lives, that kind of motif?
Yeah, a little bit more of that. I mean, him and Darabont really made it what it was in terms of the fun factor. And they, which I mentioned earlier, I think I said, did they meet on, not Dreamscape? I meant to say Hell Night. They met on Hell Night during that production, and then carried over into this. And I do think that they were a good pair to get to work on this. Of course, Darabont will go on to a lot of other big stuff and have success too. But I think they did a good job on it. Even though, like I said, I prefer the darker stuff. Like, it's still fun. It's a very fun movie. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it exploded in popularity. I mean, Freddy became even bigger.
That's the thing that I think, though. Like, I'm not sure if they would have gone like the darker route if Freddy would have become what he became, if it would have been like that kind of iconic, the way that it is now. Because when you think about Freddy, where most people think about Freddy Krueger now, that's the Freddy Krueger they think of, like the one-liner spouting Freddy Krueger. You know, like that's kind of like, yeah, that's what caught on for whatever reason. So I don't know.
Yeah,
in that scene though.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say in that scene, what is it he says right before that? He's like, it fucking always cracks me up. He's like,
your
something
big
like,
break
hey,
on TV.
Yeah, it's time for your big break or something like that.
Your big break on TV. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Oh, another cool part about that scene too is that they got I forget who it's, Zsa Zsa Gabor and somebody else that are like actually on the show.
Oh, the host.
Yeah. Is it fuck, what's his name?
Yeah, I
Is
could
it
see his
Carson?
face.
It wasn't Carson. It was
No?
No,
he interviewed like Lennon and all those people. Dick Cabot. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like who give he's like, I want to ask you one question. Who gives a fuck? And then like,
who gives a fuck what you think?
yeah. It's just so killer, man. Like just that idea.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That if anybody out there hasn't read the original script, it's I remember so many lines that stand out. And I'm not one to say like, oh, this is mean spirited or whatever, because I think horror kind of has no boundaries, at least to me. But some of the stuff where he's talking about like taking out your soul and pissing on your corpse, and I mean, it does kind of come off as a lot more of a mean and more angry version of Freddy. And I mean, look at
Like
how
the
iconic
early
the lines
Army
became.
version of Freddy.
Yeah, but that's a good analogy. Yeah, I mean, they made iconic lines. I mean, I can't hate it. It worked.
Tina, you had better square yourself away, or I will fuck you up. Early Army Freddy. Oh shit. Psycho Hobo says also Scorpion King wasn't too bad. Kinda okay. We'll get to Scorpion King in a minute. Listen, I gotta draw a fucking line in the sand somewhere, and it's gonna be with that movie.
I was not a big fan of that.
I can't. So 1988, 1 year after Dream Warriors, another fucking classic. The remake of The Blob, widely considered too to be one of the best remakes of that time period.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's only a couple of remakes that are better than and like The Thing, of course, is one of them. The Blob is one of them too, though. I mean, the original Blob is super fucking corny and cheesy and goofy, and
Definitely held back by the technology of its era, for sure.
yeah, and it's very 50s, but like the remake, it still to this day probably has some of the best special effects, like practical special effects that I've ever seen too.
Would agree.
Yeah, I still think that the Blob is slept on, because when people talk about the 80s, they always bring up The Thing and The Fly, but then they'll just dismiss or not talk about the Blob. And I still think to this day it doesn't really get the due that deserves. Speaking personally, it is one of my favorite films. It's one of those films I watched constantly growing up on VHS tape. And there's, aside from some iffy blue screen wide effects in the third act and a few little nitpicks here and there, I love almost everything about it. I love the sense of humor. I love the slasher film movie within the movie, with the hedge trimmers, the law massacre slasher. Kevin Dillon, Shawnee Smith did a really good job. The death scenes are amazingly gory and violent, whether being sucked down a sink, whether it be this whole effect here, and then being pulled apart while Shawnee Smith's trying to grab him and tears the arm off. There's the phone booth scene where Candy Clark pretty much gets pulverized and the camera's like up top and you just see her be completely demolished. It's just a lot of scenes throughout it that really stand out and has a bit scope to it as well. And I guess at the time, the title, maybe people thought it would just be too goofy, too silly, so they didn't want to give it a chance. Which is too bad, because I think it deserved a lot better than it got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned the effects and some of the horror and gore bits are great, but I also think the comedy works too. I mean, there's a fair bit of comedic moments that are pretty fun. the scene in the drugstore where the guy's like buying the condoms from the guy. That's great. I love that scene. Even the guy that's like making out with the girl and he's got like a whole trunk full of shit.
That
Making drinks.
scene, that fucking scene always messed with me, man. I don't know why that scene in particular, but like, you know, when he's trying to like make out with her and then you
Mhm.
don't know that like she's already
Every guy's worst
That's-
nightmare. Yeah.
yeah, that's just crazy, man.
Yeah, even though if you think about it for 10 seconds, it makes absolutely zero sense because how does the blob get inside her in 5 seconds with no marks on her outside? Her clothes, everything is clean and pristine, but somehow got all what in her mouth or between her legs or something.
That's where he was trying to get.
But like, there's no marks on her. Like, she didn't even like.
Yeah,
if
I
you
know
think
what you
about it
mean.
for 10 seconds, it makes no sense. But it's a great scene for the result.
Mhm.
Mark is an actual stuntman, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know if you all knew that.
Yeah, it's my second
Ferocious
job.
stuntman.
Mhm.
Yeah. The one thing about that movie that surprised me the most though was the kid at the end that gets killed because you don't like expect that whatsoever, and then it just happens.
Not
And
just killed, but it's like also
Yeah.
a violent aftermath where it's like trying and decayed and melted.
Yep.
So it's not just a kid killed off screen, it's like very in your face, literally violent in that nature. That's, like you said, not typical.
It's in a violent nature, if you would, Rambo.
Yeah.
But that is the Blob. This is a weird transition. So 1988, he does the Blob. Then 6 years later, he does Jim Carrey's The Mask. What a weird, sudden segue into that movie.
Well, I'm guessing because the comic The Mask is much more of a horror tale. And
That
so
is very
maybe they
true.
looked him at that at first, and then once you did someone like Jim Carrey,
It's a very, very dark comic with a lot of intentional funny humor in it. And he opted definitely for more of the fun aspect of it, a lot of the comedy for sure. And there are bits that are taken straight out of the comic and put in the movie, like the thing with the two guys in the auto shop. But then there's other random bits of not necessarily kid humor, but more adult humor, like when he's making the balloons, and he goes in his pocket and he pulls out a used condom and he's like, "Oh, sorry, wrong pocket." He throws it to the
Mhm.
side. So I mean, there's quite a few things in the film that I think are still fun, especially Carrie's performance is so wild and crazy. I've talked about it before, like how most people can't go to that place, and if you're gonna go for it, you got to have somebody who's not afraid to hold back. And I still enjoy that film quite a bit. And Jesus, Cameron Diaz.
That's
That
what
time,
honestly that's
man.
that's the first thing I think of about when I think of The Mask. I don't even think about Jim Carrey. Because to me, it's like that's just Jim Carrey fucking like at like a 10 or even like at an 11. Like that's
Mhm.
the most Jim Carrey that of any Jim Carrey performance I think that I can think of.
It was perfect for
Uh,
him. That role.
Yeah. But you know how much money that movie made? I didn't realize this. It made like $350 million
Yeah.
on like an $18 million budget.
yeah,
Which is crazy. I don't know what to say about The Mask, man, because it's not a movie I go back and watch, to be honest. Like I've watched Ace Ventura probably 20 times, but I just don't ever think to go back and watch The Mask. It's more like a kid's movie to me or something. I don't know. Like I just
do you go back and watch Dumb and Dumber because that came out the same year?
yeah, I do. I've probably seen that multiple times too. But
I think for me, while like Ace Ventura: Pet Detective is my favorite of his, and I do like Dumb and Dumber. The Mask I like, but if I watch it now, I'm annoyed by Jim Carrey because he's so. And it's funny, like he's over the top in Dumb and Dumber, but it seems much more easier to digest and funnier It's like a different type of manic energy, and then the mask is so cartoony on purpose
Yeah.
Mhm.
that as an adult I'm just a bit more annoyed by.
Yeah, I mean,
You know-
when he's oh, go ahead.
You know,
I was gonna say
I was
when
just
he's
gonna-
in the mask, I know what you mean. It's definitely pretty out there and over the top, but I find him very, very charming outside of it. When he's just the Stanley Ipkiss character, he's great.
Yeah.
And that's a far better version of that character. In the comic, I fucking hate Stanley Ipkiss in the comic. He is the most pathetic, just pussy. Like, I hate that character. He's terrible. But in the movie, he's great. Like, I root for him. I want him to get the girl at the end and beat the bad guy.
I can tell you that what it reminds me of, though. The mask reminds me of like his Riddler. It's the same type of like energy. It's the same type of acting. And I don't really like either performance. I don't know why. It's just too much. It's like so much that
I'm the same.
Mhm.
I think it's just a level of manic energy, and those are just, yeah. Go ahead. Can you ask next time you have Slippy on if he would do a documentary on John Wayne Bobbitt?
sure. I'll ask him.
Has he ever done it? Never mind.
Nah.
Views, I mean, I would agree the comic is much better, but it's that kind of thing. You should be happy that you got that movie in general. Most people have never read that comic. That's a very niche fan base. I love the comics, but again,
Do
like
you
I
love
said,
Son of the Mask?
no, which is why I appreciate the Chuck Russell film so much, because let's be honest, we're never going to get another version of The Mask. I don't ever think they're going to go back to that. That was a shot in the dark that just happened.
You really don't think Jim Carrey would ever do another? He did another Dumb and Dumber.
I think he probably learned his lesson on that. Like, just
God,
stay
you
away
talk about
from
an
the
awful,
sequels.
awful movie that was.
Just don't do anything else. I mean,
Jesus.
Did you
Dumb
see
and
it in the
Dumber 2,
theater?
Ace Ventura 2, huh?
Dumb and Dumber 2? Did you see it in the theater?
Oh, fuck no.
How about you, UB?
No. Something about movies like that, like that come out, 20, 30 years. I just know it's going to be shitty, so I don't even bother.
So you just saw it on streaming or something?
Yeah. But look at all those movies. Like, pick any of them. Happy Gilmore,
Mhm.
Bill and Ted.
Coming to America.
Just pick any of them, man. They're all bullshit.
Right.
Spinal Tap.
It's fine. I didn't even watch that. Like, I just saw the preview. I'm like, I never need to see this. Like, this will destroy
you
my
really
vision of that
don't.
movie. Yeah.
You really know.
Okay, so he does The Mask, and then he does, I know this is one of your all's favorite films, 1996's Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He does
Love that.
Eraser in 96. Both those movies are huge, like blockbusters, by the way.
Yep.
And Mark, didn't you get the 4K recently?
I did.
How was it?
It's great. Looks really good. You can tell in certain spots with the the green screen for like the alligator. Like that looked questionable back then when I saw it in the theater. I always thought something was off. It didn't look good on VHS or DVD either. So they just got to take it for what it is. But I do like the film overall. I think the effects with the guns still hold up great, which is a good thing because that's such a big part of the movie.
I saw this, that he wants to make a dark version of The Mask. I haven't seen Evil Dead Burn yet, but something tells me I won't want that guy to make a damn thing.
No,
You may like it.
let's just not.
What do you think the odds are that I like that movie? I'd say it's like 10%.
Be positive.
I'm trying.
I hope not.
Positive.
I don't
I
think
mean,
so.
there's a lot of material there because spoilers, but he does die in the comic, the Ipkiss character. So I mean, there's other stories to tell. So you could do something with it. I just don't know if he's the guy to do it.
But Eraser, I didn't get to see on the theater, but I saw on home video. And I would say, although I liked films like End of Days a lot, that's the last time you saw a classic Arnold over the top, muscles bristling, save the girl, save the day type of movie. And again, I like some of the films like The Last Stand, but that's when his heart problems, more likely because of his steroid usage, among other stuff, back to the day, because it does.
But
take
he
that
never
shit.
took steroids. Now, come on, that was just milk and steak,
And training and vitamins.
training and vitamins. He said his prayers, took his
Ate
vitamins,
the vitamins.
yada yada yada.
Special vitamins. But
Steroids. I can't believe you'd say that.
But Eraser, James Caan was good as the villain, and what was it, Robert Pastore? I always forget his name. There's some good character actors in there. But yeah, Eraser, it doesn't change the game in terms of plot. It didn't need to. It just, he's part of the witness protection. They really try to make that line, you've been erased, a one-liner. It didn't really catch on, but like his others. But big budget, over the top action, kind of what you wanted for your Arnold movie after True Lies and stuff. And the finale, you got the rail guns, both one in each hand, blowing everything away. It's kind of what you wanted in an Arnold film. Again, that's kind of one of his last big hurrahs in that type of movie, and that was nice to see. Fun film.
Yeah, I always loved the railgun concept. One of the cooler guns and props from movies.
That'd be a great tag. You've been shitted.
Yeah, it's just really fun idea. Of course, ridiculous if you think about it, because the real railgun would never be portable, but still a great idea for an action film.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a film you have to go in. It's a fantasy. I mean, the gator, the so badly CG, even back then I noticed. Your luggage. It's pretty bad, but it has its flaws. It does, but it's still a lot of fun. And no, Nick Smythe, I'm not a fan of Terminator 3. To me, that was not his last hurrah. I don't
Worst
know.
alligator in film history.
I can name a bunch of Sci-Fi Channel films that are worse. Although it is bad. It's not good, but
no.
You have Arnold killing it, so that makes it better than the Sci-Fi Channel.
What are y'all's thoughts about Vanessa Williams in that film? She's not really known for acting that much.
She's serviceable in it. I think she does. I mean, for what her character needs to do, she does a decent job.
She's beautiful and said her lines perfectly fine. Didn't have any issues with it. Good looking lady. Yeah. I didn't mind.
To be fair, it's not hard to say your lines right when you're with Schwarzenegger, because he's over there like fucking, you're gonna look like fucking Macbeth next to him anyway. So. All right.
Well, do you have a favorite female co-star that was with Arnold?
Yes.
Would it be Linda Hamilton or would it be another?
Radon Chong.
I figured
Commando.
Yep. I had a feeling.
I don't know why, but
Soul Man.
I don't know. I think the fuck, Rambo.
She was a Soul Man, right?
I thought you were calling me a soul man. I'm like, look, buddy.
I was saying. Well, I guess you could be too. See,
I'm like, damn. Rambo's going off fucking hot tonight.
I was saying because she was a soul man, but I guess you could be.
That just clicked with me that she was in that too.
I wasn't being what you thought.
Well, you can't say that you wouldn't have done that, Rambo. Like,
I could do it now, but it's too late.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Oh fuck.
Ray
Yeah, I don't
Doc.
know why. That's just my favorite co-star of any of those movies. Although Sharon Stone is really good in True Lies or Total Recall.
Yeah.
She's not necessarily the main, but that role I've always liked too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, okay, he does Eraser. I actually think this movie is slightly underrated. A lot of people hate this movie, but the next movie he does is probably his first kind of like misstep. 2000's Bless the Child. So we've never talked about that film. I know.
I didn't know you seen it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I used to like around this era, like early 2000s and stuff. I would watch anything horror film that came out or horror related film that came out. I don't know, like Christina Ricci at that time period, like was amazing. I don't mind Basinger. She's never been like my absolute favorite actress or anything like that, but I don't mind her in this movie. I don't know why it failed, to be honest. Like, I mean,
Well, I wonder if it had much of a what the marketing was like during that time. Because a lot of people don't have even heard of the film. But I remember not minding it. I remember not hating it. I liked.
Yeah.
What's the guy?
I mean, it's
Jimmy Smits and
yeah, Jimmy Smith. It's kind of like it's a satanic cult movie. So I mean, any satanic cult movie, like I generally like. So you talk about like, movies like First Power, stuff like that. Like I generally like any type of movie like that. So, and this is kind of one where like this cult's following after trying to get this child that has these supernatural powers and stuff like that. And Basinger's trying to protect her and yada, yada, yada. I don't know. I always kind of thought it was a decent movie.
Have you seen it, Mark?
Yeah, it's an okay film. I know it gets compared to the other film from '87, which is also based off a book,
Believers.
Yeah. Somewhat of a similar kind of plot, slightly in some aspects with the whole occult thing.
That was more voodoo, I believe, right?
No, it was ritualistic, like satanic child murder stuff going on. I do wish Bettis had a bigger role in this. She's Kim Basinger's sister in the movie.
I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah.
And Ian Holm is like the priest, I think, or reverend, whatever. But yeah, like there's some very questionable CGI moments, I will say. But I don't think any of that overtakes the film or makes it really, really bad to sit through. Right. I think it could have been a little bit tighter. They could have cut some scenes. But overall, it's okay. It just, because it's Chuck Russell, I would expect a lot more. But looking at some of his later works, I mean, this is far better than those.
Yeah, it's definitely not an intense movie or a violent movie, from what I remember.
No.
Would you say it's a bit tamer?
Yes. Yeah, I would say so.
Someone brought in the chat, it's better than Lost Souls, that Winona Ryder one.
It's 100% better than that fucking movie, man. Like, that movie, we could do a whole show just about that movie and how shitty it is.
I'd leave that to you because I don't remember the film much other than
exactly.
It was filmed, like the color was weird. Like they did something with the color. Like the whole film looks filtered. Like
it was filmed. It's because it was filmed in hell. I'm pretty sure.
Elvish, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch the trailer, folks, Lost Souls, you'll see like it's filmed in such a weird, filtered like I don't know how to explain it.
He's not wrong. It's like I don't know how to. It's like a grayish kind of filter.
Yeah, it's really ugly.
Yeah.
I don't know why they thought that was a good idea.
But guess
But
what's
yeah.
coming up?
That would have been his first flop, though, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It
Less than
lost like
12.
No,
$20
the
million.
Blob was a flop.
Oh, the Blob was a flop. That's weird to think about now.
Yeah, the Blob
Yeah.
was that's why he didn't work for 6 years till the Mask,
Yeah.
because it bombed.
Mm.
So he didn't get offered jobs much.
He only lost a couple million on the Blob though, but he lost like 25 million on.
Yeah,
Ghost
that was a major bomb for him.
Yeah.
But he's going to redeem himself in this next one. Everyone's favorite, 2002's The Scorpion King.
Stand alone.
That trailer.
I
didn't even really like Mummy Returns that much. So to see a spinoff for that character, and oh my, you talk about bad CGI.
Listen,
Jesus Christ, the CGI.
Isn't The Scorpion King at the end of The Mummy Returns?
Yes.
I remember watching that even at that time and being like, this is the worst looking goddamn thing I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
that's probably the worst CG ever.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
I can
infamous
think of-
for that. Most people say it's one of the worst CG things ever.
Yeah, I mean, if you like, that was at the, the beginnings of everybody using CG for everything. And even at that time, it was unforgivable. You were just like, God, I wouldn't even have done it. I would have just done anything else. Like, to try to do
Yeah.
that.
Was that PG-13 Scorpion King?
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure it had to be.
Uh,
I don't remember anything in that movie that would have been warranted being rated R.
It just was
it was actually rated NC-17. I'm just kidding.
a bit. It's just a very lame, tame version of Conan. I mean, that's what it's like. Take Conan, but take its balls out.
Mm.
Yep.
Just like The Rock's like, well, Arnold did a Conan movie. Hey there, Sloan. I gotta do a Conan movie. But it sucked. I'm not a fan of the Scorpion King, and it had like multiple direct-to-video sequels for some reason.
I'll never understand that.
Well, I guess it was successful. That's why it made money. That's why.
Yeah, the first one did make money.
So that's why. But I think it sucks.
That was The Rock's first
That was his
starring
lead.
role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
I do remember him, Chuck Russell, talking about like some of the pressure of like the studio because they really wanted it to do well. At the time, for people that are not into wrestling, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was probably the biggest wrestler next to Stone Cold still. He was probably like the biggest wrestler on the planet. So his popularity, I mean, they did a massive rollout for that film, several different countries, a huge wide release. I mean, it performed, but it's still not a great movie. It's just that story is just so generic. Again, I didn't even like that character that much.
I don't see like what do you think was the issue with the film? What it should have? Do you think it should have been more of the old school R-rated? But then I know they sanitized it to get a bigger audience, and they succeeded.
Mm-hmm. It was just generic. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. Much like a lot of his Chuck Russell's later films, unfortunately, just did nothing for me. It's
Dress Part ain't that bad.
what the fuck?
Dress Part's a lot better than Scorpion King. Come on now, man. But go ahead, Mark. What were you saying?
no, it's not a great story. I just didn't care. I always liked the Imhotep character way more. So hopefully they don't go back to the well with him for the fourth Mummy film. I know Brendan Fraser's going to be in that, and I just I didn't really care for the third Mummy film either. Really, the first one is the only one I could get through, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't like 2 that much, really.
Yeah.
Number one, it's got The Rock in it, and he sucks. And I think maybe people didn't know that as much then, but he
So,
does indeed suck.
You liked him in wrestling, did you or no?
Yeah, I mean he was okay. Like the biggest feud at that time was Stone Cold and The Rock, and at that time his character was basically just he would just insult everybody, and he'd gotten to the point where he was so popular he would just insult everybody that he came in contact with, and he would do impressions and stuff like that. So I mean his gimmick at that time was really good, and he can definitely cut like one of the best promos in wrestling, if not the best at that time.
Do you think for you to have liked him more, he should have had that gimmick in the movie, or is there something else that makes you dislike him?
I don't know what it is about him in particular that I dislike so much in film. Anyway, like I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I just saw that pop up.
Jesus Christ, no, Luck, that's not true.
Jeez.
Lacking sincerity, maybe.
I would say
that's a really good
yeah
description of it. It just seems like that whatever he's in is just he's not committed to it, or there's something fake about like all of the performances he's given. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen what is it, the Smashing Machine or the whatever that is, but I mean, almost every film I've seen him in, he's like the same guy. He's doing the same thing. There's no range. There's zero range in that guy.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, especially for Scorpion King, because that was his first feature. That's a big problem. Like, if you're the lead, you got all the scenes and everything, and the most dialogue. Like, you really need to be able to carry it. He does have some great supporting cast: Michael Clark Duncan, Kelly Hu. Like, it's got some people in there that I dig, but just there's not really a real sincere emote or performance for that character, which again makes a generic story all that much more generic when his performance is generic.
Yep. Generic is a really good word to describe it too, or him in general. Trying to be all things to all people, it feels like all the time. Would you agree The Rock's best movie is The Rundown? Stevie T?
For me, it's my favorite of his.
I just watched that movie not too long ago. I mean, it's definitely like okay as compared to a lot of his films.
I would probably say, I guess you could consider it his film because he's one of 3 leads, Pain and Gain. I like the actual real life story that happened to the guy. It's not 100% accurate, but it gets a lot of really good stuff. It's pretty close to what really happened to the guy in real life. So I would probably say that.
You're right. I liked Rocky Maivia and the Nation of Domination. That was my favorite. Walking Tall. A lot of people said Walking Tall.
Yeah, it was okay.
That's the thing with him. Like all of those early Rock movies are just like okay. Like I never have a desire to go back and watch any of them. And then as it gets further down the line, it's like they go from being okay to just being like they have go away heat.
Yeah,
like
San Andreas, Skyscraper, Red Notice, Red One, Red Rover. All that stuff.
Okay, so let's get off the Scorpion King. And I don't know what the hell this next one is, but it's got John Travolta in it. I Am Wrath.
Oh man,
2016.
Very generic, lackluster
Exactly.
revenge. Would you call revenge or vigilante?
It's both. It's a compilation of like everything you've already seen before in several other movies. It's like
Yeah.
Taken meets The Punisher meets John Wick meets. I mean, take your pick. Like
So keep in mind, he goes 14 years before he makes another movie,
Mhm.
which is weird because the Scorpion King actually made a ton of money.
In between, he did do an episode of Fringe, which is called The Abducted, and it's one of the better episodes of that season. It's about a character called the Candyman, and he kidnaps and abducts little kids and abstracts this stuff from their pituitary gland for like a youth serum that he sells. It's got some creepy moments, and Lance Reddick is really good in that episode. It ties back into his kid. His kid is one of the abducted as well. But then when the kids are returned, they're like have different ailments. Like Lance Reddick's kid is blind in that episode because of what the Candyman character does. Just thought I'd mention it because nobody talks about that. That's the only thing I think he did in between those two movies, directing wise.
I'm going to need you to pay the proper respects to I Am Wrath.
I don't think anyone does. I don't know why he didn't work in between. I don't know. I couldn't find information on that. I don't know if it's just because, like you said, Scorpion King made money whether you liked it or not. I don't know if it's just maybe there were multiple projects he was up for, kind of like George Romero. What happened to him, and it just fell apart. But sadly, I couldn't find much interviews about that time period.
There he was. It did say he was scheduled to direct Collateral, of course, Michael Mann film. Of course, it would be. I actually don't mind that film though. And
He still
that
produced it, I think, though.
yeah,
Like
he
one of the
was. It
producers.
fell through, but he was like the executive producer on it.
Mhm.
Connect says flying cross country sucks. I would imagine.
Better than a bus.
I would
'Cause I've
also
done
imagine
that, and
that. Yeah.
that's worse.
This is a great idea, really. Do a tier ranking show sometime of wrestlers and movies.
Oh, that is a good idea.
That'd be great. Yeah, I'm up for that.
Oh god.
Write that down, Mark.
I'll put it down.
Write it in the notebook.
It's in there.
That notebook probably looks like a serial killer notebook. He's probably got his shit scribbled on it. Okay, so I Am Wrath did, and then 2019. This looks fucking killer. Jungly, which is a Indian Hindi language action adventure film.
Mhm.
And I wish I could make this thumbnail bigger to show you all what this looks like. Oh fuck! Hold on, I've got to find this.
It's not a terrible movie, but it is 100% a ripoff of Tony Jaa's The Protector, like to a T almost, except for like the bad guys are slightly different. I think in Jungly they're like poachers or something, and I think it's like a larger crime syndicate in Tony Jaa's The Protector, but still like he's like his elephants and everything, and he's trying to protect them and all that. And it's got some good fight choreography. The lead guy, is it Vidyut Gemwal? I think is how you say his name. And he's a legit martial artist, started at a young age, and it shows on screen. That's the best parts of the movie are the fight scenes. But anybody could have made it, I think. It's just there. I'd rather watch Tony Jaa's The Protector. I think it's a little bit better.
Got to get this poster up there because this is one of the most disturbing posters I've ever seen in my life, and I don't know why. I actually do know why. I just want to make sure if I could just get it to actually show up on here. Come on, you piece of shit. Just real quick. Okay. Let me show you this poster. Look at the one on the right. The far.
Yeah, it's the elephant trunk. Yeah.
I haven't seen that before. Is this a love story or?
Well, I feel like there's some slight undertones to that poster.
It's a Tarzan love story.
No.
Is there any fucking in this, Mark?
No,
Is there
he's a
elephant
vet.
bucket?
He loves animals.
No dick in the blowhole
Jesus. No.
or the trunk hole.
It just that's a mess.
Would that be like a vacuum cleaner? Trunk.
God.
Who the fuck designed that poster? And nobody told that person, hey, you might want to rethink this. This is.
I mean, I get what you mean, Mark, where I've seen The Protector, and that was Tony Jaa protecting an elephant. So I'm
Mhm.
guessing this is the same. You said it was the same plot like that?
It's like the exact same. It's pretty much a ripoff with slight differences.
So it's showing the bond between him and the elephant, but that's a weird way of showing it.
I've never seen that poster, but the other poster, like the main one, is not great either. It looks very photoshopped and generic.
And you said the film was so.
Yeah, the fight scenes are really good. Like I said, the lead guy is a legit martial artist. He started at maybe 3 years old, and he's done a
But
ton
not up there with the
Indian
Protector.
films. As a film, no, I don't think so. I'd rather watch that one. But still, good fights. The choreography is really solid.
Still sounds better than I Am Wrath.
Yeah, it is better than.
So in 2022, he makes the Guns N' Roses biopic Paradise City. Actually, it's much worse than that. Let me just show you this picture real quick.
John Travolta and Bruce Willis.
That's so bad. Have you seen it, Matt?
No, I avoid a lot of those Bruce Willis ones because
it's so bad.
It's depressing because of what he was going through. So I'm like,
it so shows because his acting, he's not acting in that film, not in any way, shape, or form. I know his condition was really bad around the time.
Yeah.
And maybe that also explains why he's not in the film that much. He's probably in 4 or 5 scenes, and maybe 1 to 2 he's actually shooting a gun or something, doing anything.
This is a time when Bruce Willis would do 5-6 movies a year.
Yeah,
because he'd be on set for 3 days.
Wasn't it he got $1 million or $2 million or something like that. He got every one of those movies he got for a certain amount for 3 days work.
That was the deal, and that's pretty much his.
And I heard stories about that where he always had an earpiece in, and they would just feed him his lines, and he would just say the lines back, and
that had to be what was going on here, because there's one scene in particular with Travolta, and Willis says, because his name is Swan, Ray Swan or Ian Swan or something like that, and he says my name is Swan, like the bird. And he says it just like that. And there's no emotion. There's no nothing. It's like somebody told him to say that in his ear.
Yeah.
I mean, all the dialogue in that movie's bad. Very amateur acting. Stephen Dorff is in it too, but he's probably doing a better job than either one of them, ironically. And I mean, it's a good look for the locations and everything. It's I think they're shooting in Maui or something. Some good looking women. But as an action film, it's bad. Very amateur. Dialogue's really bad. Travolta's scenes are. I think there's one scene where he's talking to Stephen Dorff, and he says something like, "There's nothing that I'm afraid of, or there's nothing to be scared of, except me. But I am me, so I'm not scared of anything." That's what he says. And I was like, what the fuck? Who wrote this movie? It's so bad. It's really, really bad.
Yeah.
We got a super chat.
Yeah.
Real quick. Connect says, I've seen Superman 2025 on a plane, not impressed. Mr. Terrific fight scene was a ripoff of Yondu. And
Michael Rooker's character in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardian of the Galaxy. Okay.
Was James
6
Gunn,
out of
of
10.
course. He redid his bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
Uh,
weren't that impressed either, right, Mark?
I was thoroughly disappointed by that. You know,
Yeah. Supergirl was worse.
I believe it. I'll take your word for it.
did you guys see the San Diego Comic Con Aliens 40th anniversary reunion? It's on YouTube, 40-minute video. Most of the cast is there, no Michael Bean.
Well, Michael
Haven't seen
Bean's
it.
doing a film right now with Arnold and a group of other people, so that's why he's not there. But I didn't see it. But yeah, happy 40th to the film. That's cool.
Yeah, sounds cool. I'll probably check it out.
Yeah, check it out. I don't. Was that the same Comic Con like Johnny Depp went all method as Ebenezer and came out with his
Oh,
quote?
yeah. Like nobody could understand what the fuck he was saying. He just kind of waddled off the stage.
Oh, really? No
Yeah.
one could understand what he was saying.
Yeah, you can't hear him. Like he's not. I don't know if he had a. I don't think he had a mic or anything. He just fucking came
So
out.
he's just
there.
like,
Yes, watch it on there. It's like it's ridiculous. You can't hear it to understand what the hell he's saying at all. What's
That's
the
very-
poster on the right of Mark's wall with creepy? Is that Neon Demon, Mark?
Yeah, I think that's the only one with the chick. So yeah, over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
by Black Phone.
Yeah.
Michael Bean never shows up anywhere. Jesus.
He does a
Red
good
Letter
work in the
Media.
podcast.
Oh, yeah, I did it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole other topic. But yeah, the Bruce Willis thing is very depressing. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what John Travolta's reasoning being because Bruce has a reason. That's why he's acted badly. What's Travolta's reason?
Yeah. Oh my god, we did not mention his hair in I Am Red. Do you remember
Travolta?
it, Matt? Yeah, it's so ridiculous. I don't know what's going on there.
There's really not much of anything to mention about I Am Red. The title is the most memorable thing.
Okay, let's see. Mark and UB. Fuck you, Rambo. What are y'all Avengers Doomsday? Look, man, I'm just gonna try to be honest. Like, I never watch any of those. The comic book shit. I just don't. I don't care. Unless we're doing it for something on here for some reason. Like, I have no idea.
I don't know about a rehash of Infinity War necessarily, but the Doom stuff was cool. His I like how Downey sounds. He looks cool. Doesn't sound like him, and that's kind of what I wanted. So it seems like he's doing a good job with it from what you see of him. It's not that much in there. There's a couple cool scenes with characters, but yeah, it's not much there. I'll wait for another trailer to give my real opinion on it.
It's dog shit.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I did a whole video. That's why Moshe's didn't ask me. I did a whole video ranting
okay.
about because it was a request. What's my thoughts? I said this looks like shit.
Slippy's in here. Any more AI videos out there? I mean, there was like 20 of them done just about wet beef. So,
Felcher, if I could ask you a quick question, we were talking about how Watchers got a Blu-ray recently. And I guess you knew the guy who's worked at a toy robot. Any word on how they got the rights to it? Because I know that was a thing for a while. They didn't find the rights to Watchers. Was this something just randomly found recently or such? I mean, he may not know because he doesn't work there, but he's
he
in the
knows.
know, so throw it out there. But yeah, Doomsday can suck a dick. I don't care about Shang-Chi and his cock rings. I don't care about, Fantastic Four, First Steps.
It's a Canadian thing.
Okay.
Hmm.
Interesting. So it's Canada's fault.
Did you guys see James Wan is making a RoboCop? Oh shit!
Yeah.
Well, he's producing an 8-episode Prime Video series reboot of RoboCop. They did 8 episodes. He's producing it. Leave it. I know it's a broken record. I know I'm very negative, but I don't give a shit. I don't care about new RoboCop. I got the RoboCop that I needed, and then I could play this video game, which was fun. I'll just do that instead.
Yeah. Sadly, it's never going to capture the spirit of the original. I don't see it working out. And Weller is so much of that role that it's kind of hard to envision anybody else doing anything better than him. So we'll see. It'd be nice if it was good, but I just have my doubts, as always, with projects like that when they're rehashing stuff from the past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do that a lot. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
One last thing to Michael Felcher. Did you ever meet Chuck Russell? Because we were talking about him because he passed away. Like, I don't know, did you ever work on any of the films that he did, the Blu-ray 4K wise, or ever meet him?
Yeah, good question.
Couple super chats real quick. Connect says at least Man of Steel was Superman focused.
I guess he was a dick.
Sadly, he never did meet Chuck Russell.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Supposedly, the new RoboCop is supposed to tackle corporate greed, and I'm like, didn't they already do it in the first movie?
They did.
Yeah, they did. That
Yeah.
was really
If they're saying that, it's like, did they already forget what the first one was? Yeah, it's a cash grab like usual, selling nostalgia. And what's funny is the first time there was a RoboCop TV show, there was a RoboCop TV show back to like the 2000s or something. Prime Directives. And it wasn't really that great.
still mad they never did commentaries for the Elm Street sequels. That's true. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the main things that we all noticed when that came out. That set came out. That's very weird to me.
Big missed opportunity there.
Why did they? Do you know why they didn't do that, Sleepy? Like that seems to be like a no-brainer to me.
Warner Brothers just seemed lazy with that. I mean, you have the release. You said it was a pretty good release. The picture quality. See, you guys haven't. You said it's a good release, but
Yeah.
feature-wise, would you say that was not the case? Or no? Like,
I mean,
feature-wise,
given the fact that everybody's still alive, well, except Craven, of course, they could have done a little bit more. I think commentaries, interviews, something. Yeah, they could have done a lot with it. So yeah, I would say it was a bit of a waste because I can't see them doing anything else beyond this. I think this will be the last release for it.
yeah, they wouldn't do another. I mean, the 4K is it still sold out? The box set?
No.
It
Yeah,
came
it
back,
was
but I
like-
think it sold out again.
Yeah, like they just re-released it, but it's not the same. Like some of it's different in terms of like the I don't know, the insert was like red before and some sort of like velvet, and now it's like black and it's kind of looks like plastic. But I don't know. And then that sold out like pretty much immediately, like the new one.
Yeah.
So as far as I know, it's not back in stock yet.
Would you think they would do a release when the new one comes out? The new Elm Street film comes out?
They'll
they try-
definitely do something to cash in on that. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's possible.
Maybe they'll put out a limited special edition of the remake, the last remake.
Good luck with that. That ain't worth
Holographic cover, Jackie
worth
Earl
it.
Haley.
That ain't worth $1.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't included in the box set, and I'm glad it wasn't. I really
For
don't
good
never need
reason.
to own that film at all. It's terrible.
Film sucks.
Kingsman 1 to me was great. I like it better than Guardians. The second was meh. The third prequel was good, but it had a cliffhanger. Cliffhanger?
Yeah.
Maybe. No. Oh.
Yeah, I don't mind that director. Kingsman 1 was good, and I agree with you. I didn't even know they did a third one.
So let's close this out, though. His last film, sadly, was 2024's Witchboard.
I haven't seen that.
That's an
Yeah,
it's
right.
a very, very uneven film. I thought, and I'm fine at like, okay, you're going to remake a film like that, do your own thing. It would be much better than trying
real,
to
real
do
quickly,
the-
do you like the original?
Yeah, I really like the original a lot.
Okay.
Kevin Tenney's that and Witch Trap. I do like those. This one just, I thought like bringing in actual witches and a spirit board that's created in like, I think it's 17th century France, and the whole opening with the witches, and then the guys show up on the horses, and then you go to present day. It was just a lot going on that I wasn't really that invested in per se. Making the board itself like this very highly coveted thing just seemed like a weird route to take. I know it's the title of the film, and in the original, like it's just a Ouija board. Like there's nothing special about it.
Is Witchboard a big enough title that a remake they thought would garner eyes
I
on
guess
it?
they thought it did. It was, but it didn't. This remake didn't do anything.
It makes me wonder if maybe they were trying to like the talk to me thing and all that. They were trying to kind of
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
piggyback off the success of something like that.
Did you ever see it?
I could see that.
No. And I remember when it came out because I remember Kevin Tenney was, talking about like on his Facebook page and everything, but I just never had any desire to see that.
I mean, there's some cool gore gags in it. There's definitely a bit of unnecessary CGI in it too. By the time you get to the end of it, like I think the film, that's another thing, the running time, it runs probably like 20 to 25 minutes too long. It could have done what it needed to do like the original did in like 80 minutes or 90 minutes or less, and it would have been fine. But I don't know, like it just, there's not really many memorable performances. I mean, it's got that one dude in it, Jamie Campbell Bower from Stranger Things. He plays Vecna. Like he's memorable for what he does, but like it's still slightly over the top. I mean, just the whole concept is just, I thought it was a bit much. Again, when the original film is nothing like that. It's just a Ouija board. There's some possession and you get some death scenes, and that's kind of like the original movie. That's it. I thought he maybe shot a little higher than what he should have for that one. I didn't hate it though. It's got some decent moments though. It's fine for what it is. It's just, again, it's coming from that original film. I just don't really get why he went all out.
It doesn't sound that great.
No, but it's a much better film to end your career on than Paradise City. So I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Scratch says Chuck Russell also co-founded an AI company recently. New Morphic AI shopped a couple of sci-fi movies at Cannes. I never know how to pronounce that. Cannes? I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
I've
read
heard
Yeah,
about
the
that.
Cannes Film Festival.
Cod Film Festival. Probably. He probably fucking made something with like Amityville in it. Amityville Witchboard.
Yeah. We did get another
Alright.
super chat.
Pred says, would you guys like to meet Arnold or Michael Bean if you had to pick one, and what would you ask them? I think that's got to be Arnold, dude. I feel like I
Yeah.
could meet Michael
Mhm.
Bean if I wanted to at some point. But
You
like
really
to meet
could.
Arnold. Yeah.
It'd be Arnold, yeah.
Yeah.
What would I ask him though?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's a good question.
Why did he do Dark Fate?
Why what?
Why did he do Dark Fate?
I asked him why he hated Lou Ferrigno so much. Okay.
Is pumping really like coming? I'd probably ask him about a film he doesn't talk about much, like End of Days. Probably ask him about
I
that.
thought you were gonna say Junior for a second.
Don't ask him
Why
about
the
that.
hell
shit.
would I ask her about?
Because it's a film he never talks about. That's why I thought you were going.
Why were you the baby daddy?
Okay. So that's it though for the filmography. Chuck Russell recently passed away. 22nd, age 74. He was a director, a screenwriter, and a producer, and he had a hell of a career. So
Mhm.
big ups to Chuck, the Chuckster.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. Definitely want to rewatch The Blob sometime. Yeah, it's sad. Like you said, came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
If you had to pick, and I'll pose this question to everybody in the chat as well, favorite Chuck Russell film? It's a good way to end it. What's your favorite film of his?
As much as I like Dream Wars, I'll probably go with this.
Blob? Okay.
I just watched this. I watched both so much as a kid, but this one really took to heart for me.
Okay.
I got to go Scorpion King.
It's that Godsmack song, right?
Fuck that movie.
Stand alone.
Yeah. No, it's probably going to be Dream Warriors.
Okay.
Right. What about you, Mark?
Probably Blob or Eraser. It's got to be one of the. I'm so fond of
Wrath?
both of those. Yeah, of course. It's so hard to pick between the two, but yeah, it has to be one of the two of those. Like it's such a nostalgic tie. Saw both of those as a kid several times.
Before we go, I wanted to ask: did you guys hear that Texas Chainsaw Massacre? There's like going to be an event. Apparently, it's going to be an animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who drew in A Standard Darkly is animating with others, like a whole redo of, like they're redoing the original film for 2027. So like the original, but it's an animated movie.
I did
Can
see
they-
that, but I just
Can they
didn't care.
they do me a favor and leave that fucking movie alone for the love of God?
You don't want to
That's-
see a
I felt the
cartoon
same way.
version of
No,
it's like
I-
Standard Darkly.
we don't need anything else. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, that's the last thing the world needs. The
It's
last thing we
animated.
need is anything Scream or Texas Chainsaw Massacre related. Please stop making
But
them
we never
fucking
had
movies.
animated Chainsaw Massacre. It's Leatherface. It's a cartoon.
right.
We never
We
had.
never had that. We never needed it. We never fucking needed it. Fuck. There's two movies where I've always been confused about why anyone thought they would be good franchise movies: Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Exorcist. It's like, dude, those movies they just do not lend themselves to like be like sequel after sequel after. It's fucking shut up. about
Yeah,
them
but this
movies.
ain't a sequel. It's just the first film.
Right. It's like
That's the idea, right,
Right.
Mark? It's the first film, but it's just
somebody draws it in a pencil. And
Yeah,
it's like flip.
we've
card.
already got the first film. I could just go watch the first film. I don't. need a
I
cartoon.
read that. I went. I have to tell Uncle Bill this.
Next thing you're going to tell me is they're going to have a fucking like Viewmaster of Texas Chainsaw Massacre where you just like click through it.
I don't know. I could look that up quick.
It's like the whole movie in like Viewmaster format. Anyway, okay. So what are we doing next week? Are we doing the director's thing next week, or what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, I believe the idea is that
Unless somebody
we
else
were going to
passes
do
away.
today horror directors of the 2000s, like whether ranking tier list discussion, however it was going to be. Go ahead, Mark.
I mean, if we did the ranking like that would still work. I mean, because inadvertently we're going to discuss them if we rank them. So, but I will say, can we got to move it back another week. Next week's the con, so I won't be here.
Oh, that's right.
I'll be on the stream, but not here.
So it'd probably be just like probably a
Just a random show.
BS session.
Nope.
Yeah.
We're doing the hot trot commentary.
God. That's
Next
never
week.
come up. We're
Get
never
ready,
doing
Rambo.
I won't be here.
You're gonna do it.
that. Gonna boycott the show.
All right. So yeah, we'll just do a bullshit show next week.
Found this for CK, a Viewmaster He-Man.
Oh my God, he'll love that.
There you go, CK. This is for your Christmas present.
He-Man.
Does he know you try to watch He-Man?
I don't think so. I was like, you know what? There's nothing else on. Fuck it. Like it's on here. And then I'm not exaggerating. When about 10 minutes into it, I was just like, I cannot do this. This is just the biggest, like, it's just one of those, it's like a James Gunn movie on steroids, man. It's so just joke after joke.
Well, you gotta
I'm like,
finish it now. You started it.
No, no. God, no. Like, I'll never finish the movie. I promise you. Like, it's not even worth it. Okay, but what do you got going on, Rambo?
Long story short, for those who do follow my channel, I just uploaded the review for the Backrooms. I'm on other ones, and a bunch of random reviews coming out from thanks to people out there, including The French Connection 2, which I actually don't mind that sequel. Being John Malkovich, very creative movie. The Home, which was actually I guess you'd call a horror film last year. Guy who directed a couple of the Purge movies, stars Pete Davidson, John Glover's in it.
I just got that recently.
Yeah, that was pretty decent.
The last act saves the movie for me.
Yeah, I thought, without giving away, the mystery was interesting enough, but it's okay. But the last 10 minutes, I really enjoyed without giving it away. It's pretty satisfying.
Yeah, good effects too.
Yeah, especially in those 10 minutes, and a bunch of random stuff as well, thanks to people out there. So, thank you. How about you, Mark?
I'll be doing a review on 2 recent 4Ks that I got. Thankfully, I have this weekend free finally, so I can devote more time to videos and probably record those tomorrow, upload them on Sunday.
All right. And then I don't know what the hell we're doing.
Slashback.
Zero idea. Yeah, well, that's true. Sunday, it's Evil Judgment, Evil Laugh. And then after that, who knows? I have a funny as hell idea for the next shows of Cruel Summer Slashback. So we'll see. We'll probably announce that on Sunday as well. Yeah. So thanks to everybody for hanging out. Sad day, but we appreciate everybody coming in here and Lord.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say the tagline. So
No.
rest in peace,
Yeah. Rest in peace, Chuck Russell.
Chuck, and we'll see everybody later.
There.
Later.
Big thanks goes out to our supporters over at Dead Pit on Patreon.com. You can get hours upon hours of great content, right, Uncle Bill?
There's so many hours of content. We've got reviews. We've got songs. We've got live streams. We've got exclusive streams. We've got non-exclusive streams. We've got streams with all kinds of celebrities and all kinds of different old shows from the past podcast, the initial incarnation of the show. All of that can be yours.
Dead Pit on Patreon.com. Show us a little bit of love. Give us some money because we definitely deserve it. That Patreon page is so killer that you'll rub your bird to it on a nightly basis. It's that good.
You won't be able to contain yourself. You'll have to jerk your bird out and go crazy. I mean, that's how much content that we have. So much content that it's massive, and it will massively smack you in the face.
You'll play with your bird so much, pretty soon you'll be looking around for somebody else's bird to play with.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite Filipino bitch, Miss Slatko Fudd, telling you about shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts on TeePublic. There are others, but they all suck. And it's the best goddamn deal on horror shirts you will ever see. New shirts, old shirts, all the in-between shirts. God damn it, fools, go over to shop.deadpit.com. You ain't down with that. You can go to fucking hell.
Have you ever had a Peter near your mouth?